G'day guys, so we're back here doing some site investigation during our PAC process for another exciting project. Come with me as I show you more about what we actually do during the PAC process on all of our projects to make sure that we get all of our clients the best possible outcome that we can. So what I'm doing during this site investigation, we're actually on an acreage property out of town here, and the new project, we're at our first round of preliminary design, so I'm on site to do, now that I know the direction the design's going to go, it's got an extension out the side of the house, new carport area, I can now come to site and check the existing structure and services to make sure that I do up correct scope of works to give to all my contractors and suppliers so that we can price the job accurately. So just wanted to run you through a few things that have come up on this site this morning, because this site, doing this type of investigation already, we've been on this site just for an hour this morning, and we've already come across some things that would literally end up being variations, possibly in the tens of thousands of dollars, if we left this type of stuff to starting on site. So at the moment I'm sitting here in front of the sewer connection. So this property is on a septic system that we've got to connect into, where we'll be connecting, we're redoing the existing bathrooms, we'll be adding on a new kitchen, a new ensuite and an extra bathroom. So doing the homework on the septic is really important. We've actually got a big cut to do right beside where the existing septic system is. So I've established this morning that there's a few issues there. The cut will be too deep, will expose too much of the septic system, so we're going to have to look at some retaining wall there, or change the design a little bit. But more importantly, I've tracked where all the sewer and stormwater lines run, and what that means, I've photographed everything, I'll send them to my plumber, I'll do a scope of works explaining what I found on site, and what I think will happen from what I found on site this morning is we will be able to get away on this project without a full plumbing approval. It'll be able to be completed under what's called a Form 4, but also we should be able to avoid any in-ground work. So because our new extension is going to be on bearers and joists, the same as the existing house, we should be able to run all our pipework across and connect into this same connection, avoiding any in-ground work for the sewer, but also the stormwater. So all the stormwater is currently suspended under this house. We should be able to run our new stormwater, it's suspended under the new extension, and hook into the stormwater as well. So that's a big win for the client. It means no earthworks, no trenching. It saves a lot of the costs for the plumber because he doesn't have to do any in-ground plumbing work. So that's a big win. We've also done some homework on the existing steel columns supporting the existing house. So they're in very poor condition. We've talked through the client with what needs to be done to prepare them and bring them up to make sure that they last the length of the house. And we've also done some homework around drainage. So there's a lot of water sitting out the back of this house, which I've taken a lot of notes. I've measured up some existing retaining walls and things, because we are going to have to do some new drainage to get the water away from the house. One of the biggest problems for any house or any building is moisture sitting around the house constantly in the ground, and it's a big cause of subsidence in property. So knowing that I've spoken to the client, he actually told me there's a constant water issue there. It means that we can work into our scope of works and our costings to do some new drainage to shape the ground so that all the water runs around the sides of the properties and down to the drains on the road. So you can just see from being on site, getting the preliminary round of drawings done and knowing the direction that the job's going to take, how it can help the process overall. So I can be a lot clearer on the scopes of works that I give to my trades and suppliers so that they can price their parts of the job more accurately, meaning no variations. I can get the site sussed out, get my head around the job, pick up any unforeseen circumstance around the house, whether it's vegetation, neighbouring properties, groundwater, drainage, all those types of things. And again, I can work that into my proposal. So everything that needs to be covered is covered, and ultimately we can go to contract with a fixed price and avoid variations during the build.